Hey guys, my name is Haley Brown for those of you who don't know me, but we are all putting together a little video series of all of us coaches letting you guys know a little bit about our stories and why we started as coaches, a little bit about me. I started as a coach at the end, I believe, of May, I think it was. And I've always been somebody who really enjoyed, um, I don't know if I wouldn't say like enjoyed fitness necessarily. It's like I've always loved the idea of like looking good and like feeling good. And at the time when I found Allie's page and I always saw her posting about Dump the Bump and stuff, I've always been the kind of person very intrigued in having like your own business, something that you can do for yourself and make money at it and really help others do the same. So I remember like thinking her brand was just like genius. I was like, "Oh my god, like I've always had a saying or whatever that I've always gone by, which is embrace the struggle, which is my company's name." And I remember thinking in my head like, "Oh my gosh, like her that's her brand, like that's genius. I want something like that too." So I knew, like, I never expected, like, oh, okay, she has to talk me into this. Like, I knew this is an opportunity for me to really make something my own. And wow, it can be surrounded by, like, a really cool company that has proven fitness products, proven, nutrition shakes that, like, I can experience myself. And if I end up really liking it, it gives me a way to kind of put my brand that I've always really felt near and dear to my heart out there without, putting up a crap ton of money to like start my own company. So that's how I started in the business. I had this business mindset idea, and then I just thought that maybe attaching it to like a fitness style thing would really help me rein everything in and figure out what I wanted it to be all about. Now, I was a party girl. Like, when I say party girl, I mean like bottles of Jameson down almost every single night. I was also a bikini bartender. I drank for a living practically. And I just, I remember always feeling so like just depressed and like there was this weight just on me at all times. Like I would think in my head, like I would play out scenes of how my life should be. And then I would go to sleep being like, okay, tomorrow that day will start. Like I will start being that person. And then I would wake up and it would take everything in my being not to just like start crying and feeling so overwhelmed. And it was weird because like I didn't understand what was overwhelming. Like I had a job where basically I made a shit ton of money doing nothing. Like I literally sat there and handed people alcohol and I got money in return. I didn't have to, it wasn't like a strip club or anything. I didn't have to be like sleazy. I literally stood behind a bar and had people give me money, and then I went home and I would go home with thousands and thousands of dollars every week. And I really did think that that was going to be the answer to everything because I always thought money was the answer. And I was so wrong. Like, I would have thousands of dollars just in a bank account, and I was just like, oh my God, like, I feel even worse than I did when I didn't have money. Like, I. I didn't even know what to do with myself. So I remember when I stumbled across Allie's post of just saying something like, would you like to start your own business and would you like to like be your own boss and be in charge of your own life? It's something just clicked and I was like, oh my God, like I have to try this. Like I have to do this. I have been a part of Herbalife in the past and stuff like that, but I knew that this was nothing like that. I knew that this was 110% different. This was what I wanted it to become. And I just so happened to have awesome products and awesome things to help me help other people while I got my own personal words across to people. I knew I had a vision for what I wanted to do for people, but to also know that I had things to really change their lives too, it was just amazing. Like everything just felt just perfect. Now I will say this, that it's not like it's been easy. Like there's times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. But then I go back to the thought of I would be doing this for myself regardless. I would be paying for Shakeology, and I would be I've already got like 4 different programs just because I love all the programs so much. So I'm doing this for myself anyways. So when I go into the businessy mindset, that's when I get sidetracked. But when I just think, okay, I need to just help 3 people, 3 people this month do what I've done for myself. That's when things just start to flood in like crazy, and I don't even know what to do with myself. Like I get people asking me questions because I'm focusing on what the real thing to focus on is, and that is to help people. It's not to make sure you know. That's why like I love the videos that we have in our trainings of how to look at your back office, all that stuff, so that way you're not overwhelmed. Like this is a lot of information to learn, but when you get it, you get it. And that's not something you really have to go back to. Like that's stuff that you're going to need to learn to run your business, which is something you'd have to learn in running any business. But what's exciting is you get to learn how to do stuff for you and your business. You're not learning all these things to make somebody else's life great. And honestly, sometimes it's hard because you have to be your own boss. You have to hold yourself accountable. Now, one of the things that is very difficult for a lot of people is to hit Emerald. And as a tip, I'm just going to let you know, like the way I hit Emerald was I had someone very close to me sign up, which was my mom. And I signed her up because I knew she really would benefit from everything I was doing. I was like, come on, you know you're never going to want to do this by yourself, so let's do it together. Signed her up, made her a coach. Boom, put her under my right leg. Then I signed up my fiance because I wanted he started liking the Shakeology, so why not sign him up and have him as my other coach? Boom, right there. What I love about that is now I'm in control of my Emerald rank. I don't have random coaches that might fly off one day or whatever. I have control of it. And then it just brought a lot of reassurance to me that now I know what I'm doing. I'm going to talk to people and adding coaches that I'm not saying it was easy. Like, trust me, I think this is like my 7th month in the business maybe. And I'm just starting to really get it. But I've already literally had conversations, I think, with like 3 other people today asking me if they could be a part of my team, and me sending them off, like little questionnaires for them just to fill out so I know a little bit more about them. Like a month ago, I would not know how to do that. I wouldn't even think to do that. But now it's like I'm running my business. I'm inviting people to be a part of what I'm doing. And by asking them to let me know a little bit about them, I'm going to be able to help them help other people that much more, and I can't even tell you how grateful I feel for this business. So you're going to feel stuck at times, but always just remember that you started this for yourself. So you're never losing out on anything. But my biggest tip I can say for hitting Emerald is sign up people close to you. Get your mom, your sister, somebody on one leg, and get your spouse. And if you don't have a spouse, if you're single, try and get your other family member or somebody else close to you that you know is really going to want to be in this with you. So that way you can help them build their ranks, because once they hit, I believe you have to have a total of 4 underneath you, and then 2 people have to be Emeralds. So you can help them build that. Like, it is going to seem overwhelming, but just get to Emerald first. Everything else will get figured out, I promise you. But you have to invest in your business first if you want to see the benefits come along later. So be in control of your Emerald rank and get people that are close to you to get under your right leg and your left leg first, okay? So that's my biggest tip, and that's a little bit about my story and why I started Beachbody. And I really hope that you guys get some help out of this. And if you have any questions at all, you can always message me, even if you have other coaches above you or anything. We're all a team here, and we're all here to help each other out. So I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.